Weekend gets underway here in Chicago. A notable star is absent from the roster. That, of course, Brittney Griner. She would have been among the players. Instead, she's in a Russian jail after pleading guilty to drug charges. At a news conference at McCormick Place late this afternoon, Griner's wife says she's been in touch with the White House about efforts to bring her home.
I'm grateful and I'm thankful that the administration that was the first one that BG ever voted for took the time to see her as a person, to see her in the midst of what she's going through, and to speak to me directly and let me know that they are exhausting all efforts to bring her home.
The White House says it does remain committed to securing Griner's release.
Months ago, he directed his national security team to pursue every avenue to bring her home safely, to her family, friends, and loved ones. This has been top of mind for the president. He receives daily updates about the status of her negotiations to secure Brittney's release.
BG has been gone for 4 months. 139 days is too long. She is not a political pawn. She is not a martyr. She is not a figurehead. She is a real person who deserves so much more. Her story is our story. Her safety is our safety. As we wear proudly on these shirts, we tell you again today and tomorrow and the day after that, we are all
Brittney Griner.
Well, first, I'd like to actually thank Reverend Sharpton for his support in this gut-wrenching time for my entire family. I truly appreciate your prayers. I appreciate you rallying faith leaders all over the entire country. Secondly, I'd like to thank the WNBA. You guys did not have to go to the extreme measures that you have in honoring my wife this entire WNBA season, from the thoughtless efforts to immediately compensate her salary, to immediately lift her up the entire season. It has just been overwhelming for my entire family, with joy knowing that BG's footprint was so big that even in her absence, you still can't miss her. I mean, she's 6'9", so when she's here, you're going to see her. And you guys did the unthinkable by making her presence still known and visible even in her absence. And so we are BG, and I'm so grateful that every single last one of you in the league took the time to make sure that everybody understood the importance of understanding what We Are BG is in her absence. I'd also like to talk directly towards the letter, because I know many of you have saw the news that BG took the time to write President Biden, and as a result, he did write her back, and I was able to read the letter, and it brought me so much joy, as well as BG. I believe every word that she said to him, he understood, and he sees her as a person, and he has not forgotten her, which was her biggest cry in her letter. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful that the administration that was the first one that BG ever voted for took the time to see her as a person, to see her in the midst of what she's going through, and to speak to me directly and let me know that they are exhausting all efforts to bring her home. And that has been my biggest push for the last 4.5 months. And so at this point, I am in the position where I understand that what they are doing is very challenging due to the circumstances with Russia and the United States right now. And so I want to make it very clear that our next move as supporters for BG is to make sure that the administration understands that they have our full support in doing any and everything necessary to be able to bring BG home, as well as every other wrongfully detained American. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and thank you again for keeping my wife's name and legacy very visible while she's not here.